If you want to see what kind of high quality production we have going on, keep an eye on Ramon.
Ramon! Ramon!
The man thinks he's off camera and just gets up after being dead. Ray from the future here. You might want to turn your volume down just a little bit. Lots of gunshots in this movie. It gets kinda loud. Now, the review. Today we look at the 1968 spaghetti western, If You Meet Sartana, Pray for Your Death. It's the first of 5 Sartana movies, and he is described as a gambler and gunfighter who uses mechanical gadgets and seemingly supernatural powers to defeat his enemies. And, oh yeah, he has an annoying musical watch that he carries throughout the movie. I'm not gonna lie, Sartana's pretty awesome. He starts off this movie by dodging a bullet. And his weapon of choice is a 4-shooter, which isn't great because he only fights groups of 4 or larger.
You look just like a scarecrow.
I am your pallbearer.
Hey! I could have been the 5th.
Sartana has many rivals in this movie, not the least of which is Lasky, played by spaghetti western veteran William Berger, who has a fucking minigun. As is the case in every Sartana movie, the plot revolves around gold. In this movie, a small town sends all of their gold to the big city, but a stagecoach is robbed on the way there. We as a viewer, however, know there was never any gold on the stagecoach.
The stage was attacked and held up! Oh, we never got the Green Hill! They held up the stage! What are you talking about, Speedy? The stage just disappeared!
Our bad guys consist of basically everybody in town, as Sartana takes them out in unique ways each time, starting with a knife fight. During which he hilariously tells the Undertaker, hey, measure this guy up for a coffin now before the fight even starts.
Hey, Dusty, Get to work.
Yeah. I think I recite her on how.
This guy tries the "oh, I missed on purpose" line despite the fact that he covered his spurs in shaving cream so he could sneak up on Sartana. Wouldn't it be so much easier to not have bells on your spurs? It'd also be more believable if he didn't throw the knife directly at his head.
I missed you on purpose a minute ago. I don't kill from behind. Turn around.
In case you missed that, Sartana throws a knife into a coffin and then knocks a stack of coffins over onto the bad guy driving a knife into him. Also in the movie, he convinces a prostitute that he's into rope play, but is actually setting up a snare trap for a bad guy that she thought was going to run into the room and kill him.
I've heard talk about you. They say you're kind of mysterious. What are
It's
you...
a surprise. A new way of making love. I learned it from a French lady. You throw a rope over a rafter and tie it to the back of a chair like this.
Oh, I'm dying to see how it ends up. The men in this town have got no imagination.
You're a little too curious, friend. You can put your hat back on. I'm no lady.
The game's over. Take your clothes and get out.
Everybody's looking for this gold. There's a billion shootouts in this movie. At one point, and I can't believe this is real, Sartana pulls a Bugs Bunny and puts his hat on a stick. We meet this bad guy.
How many times I tell you that my name is Don Jose Manuel Francisco Mendoza Montezuma de la Plata Perez Rodriguez, but you can call me General Tampico.
This is Miranda Veracruz de la Hoya Cardenal. Miranda Veracruz de la Hoya Cardenal.
Montezuma there teams up with Lasky to fight Sartana. Sartana teams up with Lasky to fight the government people that are also in on this evil plot. Mendoza or Montezuma or whoever his name is, he goes rogue. And everybody turns on each other.
We'll go far away from here. We'll go to St. Louis, New Orleans, San Francisco. We'll travel, travel, travel.
Yes, wherever you want, however.
The movie ends with a pretty standard spaghetti western duel between Sartana and Lasky. Fire when the last drop of gold falls out of the sack, and it turns out Sartana's been cheating the whole time, and his 4-shooter was actually a 5-shooter. Overall, this was a fun one. Sartana's really cool, and I might actually review one of his other movies in the future. He snares a guy and throws him through a window. One of the bad guys has a minigun. People are flying through the air during gun shootouts. The only problem is, as a viewer, we know way too much. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I knew where the money was the entire time from 10 minutes into the movie. And the bad guys somehow don't. I have no idea who put it there, but they somehow are just ignorant of everything going on around them. Maybe it's their evilness blinding them. I don't know. I tried to make this video shorter. I switched up my style a little bit. Let me know what you think. Being a spaghetti western, this movie has a largely Italian and European cast of people I've never heard of, with the exception of William Berger and Klaus Kinski. Sartana was played by Gianni Garko, who is best known, unsurprisingly, for playing Sartana in all 6 films. I said 5 before because the 5 films are actually a sequel series to a movie called Bet $1,000 on Black, where Sartana was the bad guy. You may have also saw him in the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie Devilfish. The director this time around is Gianfranco Perinelli, who directed the Commissar X and Sabata series of films. Thank you for watching. Yes, I chose this movie solely based on its weird title, and as always, I shall try to do better next time. Here's a bonus clip if I felt like putting one in.
That's it, Draco! That's it! That's it!